We're at the Albert Kahn Apartments with April Webster and Kip Jackson. Beautiful new apartments in downtown Jackson, made from partially the old Citizen Patriot building, but also some new construction. How many apartments are there on the campus?
There's 73 apartments here at Albert Kahn.
And how many are full?
We have right now, we have all but one full, and that one is moving in on Thursday.
Wow. So if anybody doubted the need for residential housing in downtown Jackson, this is the evidence that there is need. And there's a demand, a pent-up demand, isn't there?
There is a demand. We have a copy of our wait list books here. Right now I'm telling people it's a minimum of 1 year of a wait list.
Wow. And it's Kip standing next to the wait list. This is the wait list. 3 binders full of people waiting. So huge demand, huge interest in the Albert Kahn Apartments. And today, we're going to see why. Very unique property in that it incorporates the old SIP Pat and new construction, and we're in what was part of the Citizen Patriot building.
That's correct. Yep, this used to be, this part of it used to be the Citizen Patriot building, part of it was, and so we also have extended onto that as well.
We had the original building, the SIP Pat building, and then we had the press, the printing press building in the back, and
Right.
all of that is in use now?
It is, the storage units are downstairs in the basement. That's where the printing press was. But other than that, yeah, it's all been turned into apartments.
So there's a lot of unique space like this. We've got a bit of an atrium balcony and a lot of community gathering spaces.
We do have a lot of gathering spaces for our tenants. We also, we have a movie room that was put in. We have a study. We have a computer lab. So we've utilized a lot of the space.
We've got where we started the room with, we've got a kitchen and a library. Tell us about those spaces.
So the kitchen area is our community room. Residents are welcome to hang out in there and enjoy it in there. They are also welcome to reserve it to do birthday parties and different events. We do resident events as well with them in there. We also, in the back room, we added on a library for the residents so they can have access. If they're not able to get out of the building, they can take a book, read a book, bring it back, all on the honor system. So
We've got some outdoor space. We're not on a very nice weather day today, but what outside spaces are there?
we do have a courtyard. And yeah, it's not very nice out right now. But we do have a fenced-in courtyard that the residents are also welcome to enjoy.
I'm curious about those who live here, the residents. Are they working downtown or are they out of town? Tell us a little bit about the makeup of the community.
So we have a wide variety. We have all the way from elderly to younger working class. So we have Social Security. We have all the way down to, a lot of them work here around town, close by, and they like it because it is right downtown, close to everything.
Yeah, so I looked at the parking lot and it seems like, well, there's more room, there's more parking than there is tenants, but there's probably people that don't even need cars.
Yeah, we have quite a few tenants that don't drive or don't have vehicles, so we do have plenty of parking space available. We have parking permits so that we can kind of regulate who's here.
Now, we showed you the waiting list. No room yet, but maybe in 6 months or a year. For those considering the Albert Kahn Apartments, what are the rents like?
So the rents vary for one bedrooms. They vary depending on what you're eligible for. So they go all the way from $287 to $911 for a 1 bedroom. And then my 2 bedrooms go from $791 up to $1,090 for 2 bedrooms. Again, it just depends on what you're eligible, for, what bracket you're in.
Based on your income, there's different categories of tenants.
Correct, yep. So because we're a tax credit property, based on your income, you cannot make over a certain amount to live here. So it is based on how much you make per year with your income and assets.
All right, let's take a look at one of these apartments. With all the apartments fully leased, actually we're in one that is leased, but they haven't moved in yet, right?
No, they have not moved in. They are moving in this Thursday.
And this is a really cool one because it's actually in what was the Citizen Patriot Building.
It is. Yep, this is the old Pat building. So this is the older building. So we have that's why the ceilings are so high with those. But yeah, so they're all a little bit different. Each setup, we have 16 different floor plans here in this building, so they're all different.
Yeah, and that's what makes it neat. It's not all cookie cutter. There's a lot of variety in how all the spaces look. And this huge ceilings.
They are huge ceilings. Like the newer part that was on, they're 8-foot ceilings, but the old Citizen Patriot building you can definitely see, I don't even know how many feet ceilings, but yeah, they're huge. So, and it's all, you can see the lights and all the stuff is on the outside so that it makes it more like, I want to call it loft living, I guess.
Yeah, it does have industrial loft feel with the really tall windows. In this particular unit, tall ceilings.
Most of them have tall windows.
In the kitchen, what are the amenities that come with an apartment?
So all the apartments come with their dishwasher, the huge refrigerator, microwaves, their stoves. We also offer washer and dryers in the units that the residents can rent for an additional fee per month, or they can choose not to have them as well.
Kip, we're now on the 3rd floor, and this is the workout room, one of the amenities. Tell us a little bit about what some of the residents enjoy here.
Well, we've got the elliptical machines, and we've got 2 treadmills. They seem to love it. They come up here quite often. They're in here a lot.
On this floor, there's also another room, movies and a lounge.
Correct. We're going to walk down towards that and show you that.
What about the live workspace? It's very unique. That's facing Cortlandt Street. Tell us about those.
If you have a small business, you have access to the inside of the apartment from inside, or you can use the storefront outside. So you can have a small business and run from outside.
And are all those being used now?
Yes, they're all used.
They were probably one of the first that filled.
Yes, they are. They are.
Kip, we're in a very unique room. What's going on here?
This is going to be where we're going to have movie nights for the residents, or you can have group meetings and stuff like that. Both of these TVs are linked together, so whatever you're playing on one is going to play on the other.
That's a very unique feature for an apartment complex.
Correct, yeah. I think it's going to be neat.
Computer lab?
We do have a computer lab with 3 computers that all the residents are able to use.
It's a very unique layout, the whole building. In addition to having 16 different floor plans for the apartments, there's a lot of unique nooks and crannies throughout the building, and you've preserved some of the history of the Citizen Patriot Building and the Albert Kahn architecture.
Yes, we have. It's a really neat building, and then what they did when they added on being industrial looking, it's really neat.
In fact, the new, you really can't tell that it's the new versus the old.
Yeah, the transition is like seamless. It's really cool.
Looks great. Well, we've seen all the spaces where you could live and play and live and work, and now here's a place that you could rent for your business.
Yeah, this is the old main office of the Citizen Patriot newspaper, and they've brought it back to somewhat of the original state. Has a walnut paneling, the cove ceilings with the Colford walls and ceilings. Real nice space, 3,500 square feet, new bathrooms in it. Ready to go.
I think people will be glad to see that the building, the architecture, all the original detail have been well preserved.
Yeah, they've done an excellent job here. They really wanted to give Jackson a piece of its history back, and you go outside and look at the facade. That's beautiful. Inside's beautiful. We're just looking for our first tenant in here.
Actually, when this was the SIT-PAT offices, it didn't even look this nice because the drop ceiling covered the original ceiling.
It had a drop ceiling here, it had counters over here. Sandy Petikevich's office was back there. They've opened it all up and taken it back to what it originally was, which is a nice, large, open, airy space.
Well, it would be obviously a great space for business that could also serve the 80 tenants of the complex, but what do you envision? What type of business do you think would be perfect for this, Phil?
I would like to see some retail in here. I think that would go very well, especially something. We've had architectural design firms, we've had some consignment type people look at it. But I really like to see an upscale retail like we see right down on Main Street here on Michigan Avenue.
And I think you've got the visibility now that Washington is two-way.
Yeah, we have, well, 4 ways over here with a stoplight on it. We have the new Y Center that'll be starting up here, I hope, in the near future. A lot of new construction right around here. The Bethel building next door is under construction right now. That'll have apartments in it. Has a retail space available on the first floor. So a lot going on right in the area. Very close to the courthouse too, so be excellent space for attorneys.
Yeah. So if you're interested in this space, it's available right now, and you've got some incentives and some other information people can get from you.
Yeah, I would tell anybody to call me. The developer is looking for a good fit for this space at the moment, so call me and I'll introduce you to the developer. It's Phil Morgan, Good Earth Real Estate.
Place looks great inside and out. Congratulations. I know you were part of this project from day one, and it turned out awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun watching downtown redevelop. My wife's always saying to me, Phil, you got to stop, but my heart's in the downtown. I want to see the downtown keep going, keep adding, it's fun to come down and see the restaurants, the people down here. The other day I couldn't find a parking spot, so all's good.
The beautiful new Albert Kahn Apartments in downtown Jackson.